Hello, my beautiful jewels, and welcome to this edition of Chauntel Delgado. So today we're going to be jumping into another channel review. So excited to bring to you. The channel is Body-Culinary, all right, and she has like a health and fitness channel. So we're going to take a look at her channel. She's been on YouTube for about 8 years. So we're going to look at her best and worst practices, things that she's doing great, things that she can improve on, and you can definitely apply these tips to your channel. So let's get into it. So you guys, I'm so excited to do this channel review today for Body-Culinary. I want to shout out the last channel and the first channel review that I've ever done here, Lindy's Best channel. Definitely check her out. She gave some feedback on the video that I did for her, and I'll definitely leave that video in the comment section below, as well as her video that she made in the comment section below from her channel. Now, Body-Culinary also hit me up and said, hey, I want you to look at my channel, and I'm so excited to share her channel with you. You can find the information for her channel in the description box below. Her channel is a lot different than Lindy's channel, and we're gonna just take step by step, look at about 7 items on things that she can improve on to really improve her channel and its branding so that she can reach the audience that she was meant for. Just so you guys know, this is called a channel snapshot. We're just snapshotting just a few things that I can look at and see, you know, these are some things that you can improve on that will really help you to gain an audience a lot faster. Now, if you guys are interested, I also do a channel checkup and also a channel audit for you. Information on that will be in the description box below, where we look at about 28 items and even get into that metadata. Okay, so this is a snapshot, so let's go ahead and get into Body-Culinary's channel. And let me tell you, Body-Culinary, when I first saw that you've been on YouTube for 8 years, I was like, wow, this is going to be cool to kind of look and see, you know, the history of what you've done here and see how we can help you out. And I can totally relate, being on YouTube for a long time. I've been on here for almost 11 years on my first channel, my original channel at Chauntel. Link in the description box for you guys if you want to check that out. But I was able to look at your channel and snapshot some big things that I think you can improve on right now that's going to help you to get those subscribers and reach the audience that you were meant for. Okay, so the first thing that we see, as always, okay, is the billboard, right, which is your channel art. So let's talk about it. So first of all, I think that you're really cool. I like what you're doing on your channel. I think that it's very different than what a lot of people are going to be able to serve up, and so that alone is going to really help you to stand out. And I think that if you leverage things correctly, you can reach a broader audience. So from your channel art, I will tell you that it's just too busy. Your channel is overwhelming, okay, for a person that's just kind of coming in and looking at it. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos of yourself, and then the profile photo. It's just too much. Okay, you're beautiful, like you're absolutely beautiful. This picture of you in this bikini, I'm like, girl, I can't even. Don't even get me started. But that one's pretty, pretty awesome. So you could just go with that one. And then, you've got this other one of you holding the fruit. And I think that that's very representative of your channel and what you do. In fact, I like that picture in your channel art better than the one that's your profile picture. So you could even take that one or one similar and move that to be your profile picture. We'll come back to that in a second. But all of these pictures, you've got like this collage here, and it's very retro. Okay, it's like when you cut the pictures out and you put them on the wall, and that's cool, but I just don't think you need all of it. It's just way too much. Okay, so that's for the photos. Going into the text, so Body-Culinary is there. Okay, the name of your channel, that's important. Then you've got whole living foods, nutrition, gardening, fitness, natural hair, clean skin. It's too much. It's just like, again, overwhelming. So I'm gonna recommend that you come up with a tagline that's more simple, and this is one that I literally came up with in like 30 seconds, so I definitely think you should spend some more time on it. But based off of what I've seen from your videos, your most recent videos, and what I kind of gather from where I feel like you're trying to go, I came up with this: build a healthy body through natural living. I think if you use that kind of a tagline, it's inclusive of everything you do. So again, that was build a healthy body through natural living, because you're talking about hair, you're talking about skin, you're talking about whole foods, nutrition. So that's what I gather, but you can definitely work on a tagline. It's not something that you come up with in 30 seconds. It's something that you really think about and that you really believe in. So that was just my recommendation for you. Feel free to use it if you like it. Okay, so your profile picture. Okay, so we got brown skin. I love India Ivory, y'all don't know. The brown skin is beautiful. I definitely think that you can utilize the lightening feature, because sometimes the I can't speak today, you guys. Lighting is not always on our side, especially with our brown skin. So we have to adjust it. You have to learn how to adjust the lighting to fit so that you can show your brown skin to be true to what it is and as God gave it to you. So I think that the profile picture it's not the best one. You're kind of smiling looking down. I like the other one where you're smiling looking up. It's a little bit lighter. We can see your face in your profile picture. It's just not doing anything for you. Okay, so it's not doing anything for that beautifulness that you got going there. It's okay, but you can do better. Okay, so getting into your video script. Now this is like, for you, this is very important, because I watched video after video and I was like, okay, I keep seeing the same thing for you, and this is where we can help you. But before I get into that, I want to say that you have a committed group of people who are coming back and watching you, pretty consistently from what I can see. I'm not looking at your analytics. I don't know how many new people you got coming, every month to every video. I'm not really sure how that's going, because I'm not looking at your data. From the back end, but from the front end, I can see people are coming back, people are watching, people are engaged with you, and that's amazing. That's what you want. You even have people saying, hey, I want to see this kind of video from you. And I don't know if you're going back and doing the videos that people are asking for you, but it's very important that you take the time to do that, engage your subscribers so that they continue to talk to you and communicate and be engaged with you. So I will say that I do see that there is a solid group of people that are coming back and watching your content, and that is very valuable, and that's going to help you propel forward as you implement some of these tips. So your video script, okay, I have a whole video on video scripting. You should definitely check it out in the description box below. That kind of just give you all an idea of how to structure your videos. Now, I will say that you do have a structure to your videos, but I want you to think a little bit more about how you're doing it. Okay, so this is what I observed. So you have an intro, okay, and your intro is overwhelming, just like your channel artwork. Your intro is just as overwhelming. I get the whole, like, you have the bowl and it's moving and all of that, and I think that if you wanted to kind of implement that type of a thing into like a new intro, that would be fine. But there's just too many moving parts. There's too many photos. It's, again, many things on your channel are overwhelming to like a new person coming onto it. So for you, it's probably you're used to it, but this is just my input for you. Okay, so I think that your teasers can be better. So you come in at the beginning of a video and you include my teaser part and my formula, which is great, my TIFF formula. But the problem is that you ramble. Like, you come in and you just start talking. And I get that you're like, oh, this is what this is going to be about. This is what's coming. But most of the time, it's not the most exciting thing that you could focus on. And you just kind of ramble on. Okay, so that I think is problematic, because if you can't catch their attention in like the first 10 or less seconds, probably 6 seconds, they're going to click off and they're not going to stick around. And so you want to really capture them at the beginning. And I think you could be doing better, because the information that you're giving is really good. Along those lines, I really see you putting a lot of information that should probably be segmented into different videos in one video. So what I'm going to recommend for you is an outline. I think you should outline your ideas and your thoughts, because you've got so much up here, you have so much to give, that sometimes the way that you're delivering it comes off as like just random and rambling. And although I know that's not what you're trying to do, but that is what's coming across on camera from someone who's watching you. So I feel like I'm just getting all this information and it's not even really related to the topic. Bringing you into topic. Your topics are very diverse. You will see a fluctuation between some of your videos, and that's because many times the topic plays a huge role in that. And a lot of times the way that you're titling your videos are they're not related to each other. So although the topics that you're doing, maybe the information that you're giving might be related, the way that you're titling it is just not. So let's take it practically. Let's look at it. So you've got, let's see, non-dairy mango lassi living foods on the go, and then you've got clear skin green juice without a juicer, lock talk. Just picking out some that I think are similar, but just not titled similarly for you. How to crack a coconut whole living, foods, plants. These 3 videos are related to each other, but you have not titled them related to each other. So they could even be put into a playlist together where you say something like healthy living on the go, natural fruit for a healthy life. And then all of your videos on natural fruit for a healthy life can be presented together. And then you could talk about how green juice will help you with your skin. And then you could talk about the juicer and not the juicer. You could talk about how making your own coconut milk is healthier for you, but it's like natural living on the go because you're making it simple. You're making it easy for us. That's great. But you're not presenting the information in that way. And so people are not going to catch on. So I get it because I'm looking at your videos as a whole. I'm a person who's very, I can look at information and categorize and synthesize it, but a lot of people are not going to take the time to do that, especially when there's so many people out there producing content. But the thing about you is like, your story itself is amazing. Like I saw this at the end of your video by happenstance. Like you should be putting that at the beginning where you say like you went from New York to island life. I got that from like the end of your video, and that's so interesting. Like you should be talking about that in your videos because that is going to intrigue people. Another thing, like just the way that you present information just could draw a bigger audience for you. So like you made this video that I watched today and it was like talking about mango, right? And then you were talking about how organic, this is really organic. The organic thing was like your little you had a little worm coming out, and like you could totally have titled your video like, are you sure you want to go organic, fight with the worms? Like I don't know, something interesting with the title you could have done with that, and then people would have clicked on like, what, like organic with worms? How does that work? And it would have just drew people into what you're doing, because that is interesting. But all you have here is non-dairy mango lasso living foods on the go. You talked about it at the beginning, but I wouldn't have known that until I clicked on it. So just little things like that are going to catch people's attention from the beginning. Another thing that I think that you could really work on is your aesthetic. Okay, so the thing that I've learned the hard way is that people are shallow. We hear that, but to live it is a different story. So when I was getting super lots of views, when I was super laser focused on my original channel, I noticed that people, instead of thinking about or commenting on what I was saying, they were commenting on everything that was around me. They were commenting on what I was wearing. They were commenting on my lipstick. Like, I was like, what? Like, why? Like, I was talking about relationship advice. Like, who cares about the plant? Like, I don't understand. But then I learned that I'm on camera. And people people are looking at me. They're looking at my hygiene. They're looking at, you know, my teeth clean. They're looking at, did I do my makeup right? They're looking at, is my hair looking crazy? They're looking at, does my, you know, my shirt fit me right? They're looking at just like, oh, her bra strap came out. Like, they look at all of that stuff. And body language, like I had someone comment this a little while back, but they're like, oh, you look so tired in that video. So they're looking at everything. So you want to make sure that your aesthetic is on point. And I noticed that there were some videos that you could work on that just a little bit more, okay? Because it is a very shallow world, but if you're going to be on camera, you have to be aware of that, because people judge you from the beginning, and you kind of put yourself in that position when you put yourself on camera. So just know that some people are here for just the information, but most people are here because they want the whole experience, and that includes you and your engagement on camera, how you look and everything surrounding it. That doesn't mean that you need to wear a super lot of makeup or anything like that. I do think that you can enhance the things that you have more, you know, if you like, but just keep in mind that it's a very visual thing. Now, one thing that I would like to point out is that your video, Advice for New Vegans, your background was amazing. Your aesthetics in that video was great. So if you could kind of follow that, just the way that you had like the background on that video was like really cool, like with your wooden, you have like this wooden door back there and like some cool plants in the back, and you know, like this is real life, like you've got like your water bungalow, like whatever, like you created the setting for me there. That was cool. I like how you had everything set up. Your lighting was almost right in this video, but your lighting is another thing when we're talking about aesthetics that I really want you to work on. And that includes in your photos, so that could be in your post-production, but also in your production itself. I think that you can improve your lighting. And if you're using natural lighting, you can use that to your advantage. It seems that you have some windows that you could work with. You just need to angle your camera and everything where you're using your natural lighting. And I'm gonna have some videos coming up on natural lighting soon, so if you guys want to subscribe for that, definitely do that, because I'm just talking more about that. But you could even get some low-cost lighting, 40-50 bucks. I'll put links, I have links on my website right now, chaunteldelgado.com, and my linkables for you, I'll leave it in the description box below. And just some very low-cost lighting that you could utilize, because I did notice that a lot of times in your videos, either your lighting is too harsh where it's just so bright, or your lighting, you don't have enough of it. Okay, so the video that I mentioned, the one with the worm in the mango, I think that it was really great lighting for you, and the background was also great for you, but I actually liked your background even better in the video that I just mentioned previously. But your lighting is good here. You know, we can always improve our camera quality, but the audio, and I noticed that you do have a mic, I'm not sure what mic that you're using. You have a very soft voice, but I do think that your mic is decent. But I think, you know, it could be even better. You can check out the Boya mic that I have, or you can even increase your audio when you are in post-production. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about or how to do it, I do cover these things in my YouTube master course. All this that I'm talking about and more information for you is coming at the end of the video. Here's the worm as I'm talking. It's like you got it up on the screen here. But yeah, the lighting is good here, and that really makes a difference, especially when you got brown skin. Okay, so I also want to talk about your thumbnails. So your thumbnails have a dark hue, most of them, because it doesn't seem like you're lightening them, and you can definitely do that very easily, and I want to see you doing that so that you can get the best resolution when people are looking at your thumbnails. I also noticed that your older thumbnails, you don't have much text. It looks like some thumbnails you have text, some thumbnails you don't have text. I would recommend that you stay consistent and do text in your thumbnails. I do like kind of where you're going with it. You're creating some kind of interest, you know, with kind of like this double font thing. I think though that some of them, it's hard to read. So just keep working on it, keep working at it. I think that if you fix the hue, lighten it up a little bit, especially for like your videos like level up inside and out, you could lighten that up a little bit. And then I also think that like your lighting in gym versus gardening, coconut palms thumbnail, this right here, like it's too harsh lighting. It's the time of day that you're filming. You have to either film early in the morning or later at night, not night, but like evening time, like 4 o'clock or before 11 o'clock, to get the best lighting. This is the one I'm leveling up inside and out. This is the one that I think that you really should lighten that up a little bit. Yeah, I just think all of this, some of it's hard to read. I think you could just work on making them a little bit more easy to read, and even it's not even just that, but more intriguing to click on. You have a pretty smile. I think that's working for you. I think this one's super sexy, the leveling up, the way that you took the picture. I just think that the titles themselves could be more enticing, and that leads me into your topics are very important. And if you're looking to grow an audience, you definitely need to choose more topics that people are searching for. And I think the content itself that's in your videos is searchable content. It's just that you're just not titling it the way that people are going to find it. Like leveling up inside and out could be, you know, something about confidence. It could be something about taking care of your body, things like that. That I like the creative titles. You could even use something like leveling up inside and out on your thumbnail, but then you might title it something like taking care of your body, you know, inside and out, something that people are actually, you know, looking for. The last thing I want to cover for you is your name. So it's Body-Culinary. I totally understand that means that we're, you know, sculpting like this body and we're doing it with food. That's cool, but I don't think that name is super catchy. I think that your name could bring a little bit of femininity to it. You seem very strong, like a strong woman, and I think that's wonderful, but you also come off as feminine, and I think there's something special about that. And you also mentioned in one of your videos, I dug deep, girl, that you were a mom, right? And I don't know how old your kids are, but there's something feminine about you. I can just feel it as I watch your videos. And so I think that if you put your name in there, make it a little bit more jazzy, especially if this is for women, because it kind of comes across like it is. Put that feminine juice in there, because Body-Culinary kind of sounds like an exercise equipment piece. Is kind of masculine. I mean, if you love the name and you want to stick with it, I know you've had it for 8 years, you can totally keep it, but I'm just telling you that it kind of comes off as like really strong and masculine, and I think that there's something really soft and feminine about you and what you do. And I think that if you included your own name in there, and kind of like journey to health or nutrition or, you know, natural living, it would just be more fun and connect you with more people. And if nothing else, if you want to keep the name Body-Culinary, please take out the dash because it's going to make people have a hard time finding you, just that little dash in between body and culinary. You have got that, and I think that if you just separated that would help. If you wanted to even say like Body-Culinary by and then have your name, that would also be an option for you. But just think about what your brand name means and how it's going to resonate with people, and what are they going to imagine when they see it. And when I hear Body-Culinary, I think like a piece of sculpting equipment that's gonna get my body, you know, right. Not like this wonderful woman who lives on this island who came from New York, who's showing me how to live a healthy life through gardening and, you know, all the fruits and vegetables, and how I can live my like most healthy life. So I hope that this helps. Let's have our coffee break. So you guys, comment below on your favorite tip today. What's something that you could implement into your channel that maybe Body-Culinary is doing right now that you think that you can, implement it and make it better? And I would also like to know, what do you guys think about, what she's doing on her channel? Isn't it awesome? I want to hear your feedback. Definitely leave it in the comment section below. All right, well, I hope that this helps. If it did help you, please leave comments in the comment section below. Cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. If you want to have me look and take a snapshot of your channel, definitely leave comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you do on your channel so I can take a look. But if you want a channel review, you want me to really take a look, take some time with your channel, get a full channel checkup, then definitely hit me up at chauntel@gmail.com, or you can get the information in the description box and on chaunteldelgado.com. Coming up right here is my affordable, for you guys, branding master course, Build a YouTube Brand That Matters. But before that, let me tell you that I have a brand identity chart that you can get for free. Link is in the description box below. Let's get into it, and I'll see you on the next one. Hugs and kisses. Hey Jewel, you can stand out on YouTube. With over 1 billion active viewers every single month, there is no reason why your videos cannot capture some of the 1 billion hours of video watched every single day. You just need to know how to brand and market yourself. And I know how to do that, and that's why I want to help you. So enroll today in my YouTube Branding Master Course, Build a YouTube Brand That Matters. See what I have learned over the past 10 years as I've grown my following to nearly 5,000 subscribers on my Chauntel channel, which is a dating and relationship advice channel where I help women just like you in their personal lives. In this training, I will teach you how to build and market your YouTube channel so that you can reach the audience that you were meant for. Out of what you're doing, right? Then they're going to want to become a part. Stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. If you would like for me to look at your channel and see, are you branding yourself the way that you need to be in order for you to stand out, in order for you to make a connection?